Janelle Reid on the dead homies phone. I bang that.
Threats, yeah, yeah. Keep that in the track, yeah. Ooh. Threats, yeah. Meet me in the back, yeah.
How this guy that I was dating, he literally stayed with me like out of boredom, like just like waiting for me to end things, because like the moment I finally said that I wanted things to be over, he was so okay with it. It made me feel uncomfortable that I like wanted to get his attention again, because he was so okay with us just being done. I'm just doing it because I'm mad that you don't like me. Even though I feel like he was like the closest person I ever gotten to, still feel like betrayed that we're not that close. I grew from this experience, you know, because he was basically like a mirror of me. I just needed balance within some of those things. He did nothing wrong. Like, he tried to love me the way that he knew, you know, and I should have just spoke up long before I let it take it this far and we got so close to a point where I'm just like, it's not that I feel like I can't live without him, but it just feels like, it feels empty not talking to him. But at the same time, it felt empty while talking to him. Like, we had nothing to say to each other. We were so bored of each other, bro. Like, we literally stayed with each other out of pity because we both didn't want to be lonely. The times that I didn't speak up for myself, and the times I should have spoke up for myself, but I didn't because I don't like confrontation. A lot of times I would hang around people who would confront people for me. I guess I was scared. You can say I was scared. Yeah, you can say I was scared, but to me, I didn't felt like I was scared but like from an outside perspective looking back, I feel like, I think it was like kind of like scariness for real. My mindset at the time was I wasn't scared. Nobody's worth me taking me out my element. But at the same time that nobody's worth taking me out of my element, I need to respect myself. I need to speak up when shit ain't right, you know? I need to speak the fuck up. And it always hung. I used to do that a lot because I felt like whenever I talked, people would not listen. It would always fall on deaf ears. Like, people felt like what I had to say did not matter. Now thinking back, it probably didn't matter. I was such like, the way my mindset is now, honestly, I wouldn't listen to the old me, honestly. So I can see why. But I feel like that affects you growing up. If people don't listen to you, they don't care what you have to say, they're always ignoring you, how do you think you're going to, like, you're just gonna always assume that that's how people feel about you? I don't know, something. I don't know the psychology of it right now, but I do know that I didn't feel like anybody wanted to listen to me or cared what I had to say. These days I care what I have to say. And now that these days I care what I have to say, I don't even want to speak. Like, no words need to be spoken for real. Like, you see, I've just been really avoidant lately. Like, whenever anybody tries to talk to me, I just don't want to talk to them because I feel like there's nothing to talk about. Yeah, I feel like there's nothing to talk about. I've changed so much in a short period of time. I was chasing after a man. Like, I wanted his views to be my views. I wanted to follow after him, which I feel like I couldn't because he wasn't a leader. He was a follower as well. But you get what you are. So I can't really look for a leader if I'm not a leader myself. It's just a lot of times I really do think back on times where I should have spoke up about something And at the same time, it's like I cannot beat myself up about that. I can't be upset about that. I just have to look back and remember it's a learning lesson, and next time that happens, I need to say something instead of just looking or saying it in my head. Like, I need to say something. But I feel like in the past, I wasn't comfortable to say a lot of things because I wanted to be liked. Now, I just realize I don't have no reason to be liked by others, perceived by others. Like, I'm antisocial. I be in my own world. Justice. I don't want to like ever try to beat myself up or think about times I didn't speak up. I can only learn from it. Like, that's all I can do these days is just learn and do better next time. It's always easier said than done. So I'd have to be confronted with a moment where I need to speak up again and do it. Hey! I know you see me on the TV now. A new storyline starts. Let's see what we have on our playlist right now. We're always going into trance. And